A very good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening.
With your permission, may I start the session?
Sure.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. I'm Navjot Kaur, the host of today's session. I, on behalf of the whole team of Just Corpus, welcome you all in today's session on navigating High Court's website, a resource for lawyers. Before we delve into today's discussion, let me provide a brief introduction of Just Corpus and the eminent guest speaker of the day. About Just Corpus. Just Corpus is a body of legal professionals who have come together to bring various aspects and chains of law under a single umbrella. Just Corpus, an edutech platform set up in 2020, has wide reach of 600k clicks per month on an average basis on our website www.justcorpus.com. The inspiration was derived from the ever growing need for law students. Just Corpus has also incorporated an interdisciplinary journal and a multidisciplinary journal as its subsidiaries, named as the Just Corpus Law Journal and the International Journal of Law Research, Education, and Social Sciences. Now, turning our attention to today's focal point, we are privileged to have Mr. Saransh Srivastava sir as our esteemed guest speaker. Mr. Saransh Srivastava sir is a dedicated lawyer practicing at the Allahabad High Court with a strong presence in various forums. With a passion for advocacy, he effectively represents clients in diverse legal matters. A gifted orator, he was an accomplished debater during his college days. His exceptional skills also earned him the coveted first prize at the national debate competition held at Lucknow University. After graduating in law in the year 2020, he was selected as a law trainee in the Allahabad High Court, where he served as a research associate to Hon'ble Judge of the Allahabad High Court. After that, he has been continuously practicing before the Allahabad High Court on both civil as well as criminal sides. Without further ado, I would like to hand over the floor to Sir for his insights on the topic.
Thank you, Navjot, for your kind words. Hello, viewers. Good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining this session. My name is Saransh Srivastava. I am a practicing advocate at Allahabad High Court. And today I'll be taking your workshop on the topic Navigating Court's Website, a resource for lawyers. I presume most of the viewers of Just Corpus are lawyers or lawyers in the making. So, as a lawyer, staying updated with the latest development in the legal world is very important. And for that, you must be using resources like consuming news, watching court proceedings, reading latest judgments. But apart from all these mainstream resources, one resource which I personally feel is very valuable yet highly underrated is a court's website. Now, these websites provide a wealth of information from case updates to legal documents to rules, orders, judgment. It helps you even with e-filing of cases and various other information that can significantly streamline your workflow and your legal research. Now, the purpose of conducting this session is that once you are familiar with the usage of court's website, then you have an edge over those who don't know how to use it efficiently. So this would help you even in your internship and definitely when you will start your own law practice. So let's presume that if you go to some chamber or a law firm for internship, then you can contribute to the office where you are interning if you know how to smartly use a court's website. So it's going to be a really short and simple session. And in a very short span, you will get a generic idea about a practical skill, which will definitely help you with the court craft in the long run. So if you invest your next few minutes here in the session, then it could probably fast forward your first 10-15 days of learning in courts or in chamber. So as you can see on your screen, so the court's website typically follows a structured format. It is designed in a way to facilitate easy access to information. Once you understand this structure, you can access any court's website to your advantage. Now, since I practiced primarily before Allahabad High Court, so I am well versed with the structure of Allahabad High Court's website, and therefore I'll be explaining the court's website structure through the Allahabad High Court's website. However, all courts' websites are more or less same. So once you understand the basic skills, then you can pretty much access any court's website in the same way. So as you can see on the screen, this is the home page of the Allahabad High Court's website. Now, the home page of any court's website usually contains external links to various sections of the website, including e-filing section, case status, daily call list, orders, judgments, rules, etc. So we will be quickly navigating through few of them, and then we will proceed with the questions. So let's let's see the website. So most of the information displayed here is presented in an easy to understand manner and is self-explanatory. However, I'll be explaining some of the links which are most useful for lawyers. Like we will start with the e-filing section first, which you can see on the screen. Now, this is used for electronic filing of cases in the High Court of Allahabad. So for the e-filing of cases, you need to understand how to prepare an e-file. So there is a specific font size, font style, margins, which you are required to use for e-filing of cases. Then you are required to pay e-court fees. Then everything else is basically how it's done in the physical filing of cases. However, the e-files need to be digitally signed by the filing advocate. So here you can see it's the e-filing portal for Allahabad, where you can register and electronically file your cases. And just before that, you can see there is an instructions for e-filing. It is a very detailed and comprehensive structure where everything is defined that how e-file is to be prepared for electronically filing a case before the Allahabad High Court. So apart from that, the first and foremost thing in a court's website, mostly in High Court and Supreme Court website, is the roster and or constitution. So this predetermines that which judge will be hearing what matters. So these keep changing from time to time, and also it gets updated with supplementary constitution. But mostly it comes once or twice in a year. So if you see like this, so you will get a generic idea that what kind of matters will be listed before which bench. So it's not that when you file a case, it gets allotted to a random bench. The roster is predetermined, and as per the rosters, the cases are listed before the court. So you must be familiar with this. Apart from this, you can see here the cause list. This is the most important feature. It keeps you updated with the matters listed for the day. So for instance, if I see the combined list for Allahabad High Court, let's see for 16th. So you can either see it court wise, counsel wise, or advocate roll number wise. So if you, for instance, see the entire list here and you download it, so there's two ways which through which you can search your judgment. One is you enter your name. You can search your cases by searching your name in the cause list. Like for instance, if I search my name, you can see I get cases which are listed before the court. So this is one way of searching, but the list cause list is very comprehensive. So it's better you know the advocate roll number of the concerned counsel, your senior, or even for your matter for your personal cases, and you can search the cause list as per the advocate on roll number. Now the next feature which is very useful is, and which is used very less, is that you can use the High Court's website for research purposes as well. You see, here people usually download judgments or research for judgments only from the case number, which we lawyers usually do. But the High Court website also provide you to search the judgments through text as well. So how you can use this for your advantage is, suppose you in your law school you mainly read major criminal law like IPC, CRPC, or Evidence Act, but you are not taught acts like Gangsters Act, Cow Slaughter Act, or NDPS Acts. So suppose you are in your initial year of practice, you are briefed with a case which involves sections of Gangster Act. So here you can, and you know it is listed, going to be listed before a concerned judge because you know the roster beforehand. So you can select the name of the judge from here, This is the list of sitting judges of Allahabad High Court. You can use this three, like how I used to make search, gangster, Arnish, non-bailable warrant. Like you can use the keywords and get the desired judgments or order, so that you could get a basic idea that how a research is to be done and concluded. Now, apart from this court website also has Indian law reports, which you can use for daily reading of to update your knowledge about law. This display board helps you with the getting information about which case is running in which court. So this must be outdated because it's already past 4 p.m. But suppose you are sitting in a particular court and you want to see that what matter is going on in court number 5, then you can get an idea and information that which case is running. So if your case is listed at serial number 10, so you get an idea that serial number 5 has crossed, so you must now move to court number 5 because your matter is approaching. So you can use the display board for your advantage. Next is the status report. Now, case status reports help you that whether a matter is pending or not, whether it has been disposed of, whether any order has been uploaded, when the matter was last listed. Suppose I had one criminal revision listed day before yesterday, and I want to see its last order. So you will enter the number, the case year, the type of case. See, it is showing as disposed. When you, if it is still pending, the status here will be shown as pending. You see, this is the bunch of information, essential information, like what was the first hearing date in the matter, what was the date of decision. If decision has not come, it will show the next date of listing. Then the status of the case which is disposed, what the nature of disposal, before whom it was listed. Now here you can see the list of interlocutory application that has been filed in the matter. From here you can see the listing history of the case, how many times this case has been listed, and a brief detail on what happened on that particular day. Here is a list of judgments that has been passed. So as I told you, this matter was disposed on 16th. So the last order in this case is of 16th October. You can also search case by case crime number. Like when an FIR is registered, it is numbered like 19 of 2025. So you can open it, and if you do not know the party name, sometimes you have to appear for the informant, the opposite party. Someone has come for quashing of FIR, and you have to appear from the side of the informant that this FIR should not be quashed. But you do not have information that whether case has been filed or not because advance notice is not served in criminal matters. So what you do is you select the FIR number, which is a case crime number, and you enter the number here, the year of FIR, the district in which the FIR was registered, the police station, and you get to the information regarding whether any case has been filed related to this case crime number or not. Apart from all this, you also have the facility of video conferencing. Web diary is very essential for day-to-day activities, to getting updated about day-to-day activities. For instance, if you will open the date-wise section of this website, you will get the daily arrangement of cases and whether your case has been listed as defective or it has been, if you have filed any new case, it has been cleared or it has been marked as defective. So if you open the arrangement here, you will get to know that if any of a matter listed before a particular bench has been transferred to any other court or not. This is very essential, and you have to keep checking it on day-to-day basis and even at hourly basis because these notification gets updated on hourly basis. Now this is one more important thing. When you file a new case, it first goes to the reporting section. So either it gets cleared or it is marked as defective. So you get both the list here, the list of cases which has been reported as clear and the list of cases which has been reported as defective. So one way you can use the website for your advantage is suppose you receive a message that a particular defect has been marked in your website. So if the defect is defect number 179, so the one method of approaching this issue is that you go by yourself or you send your clerk to the reporting section and then get information about what is defect number 179, and then you ask your clerk to cure that defect. Or how you can simplify this problem and do it in a quick manner is you search defect number, use the High Court website, and you open the list of defects. All the list of defects, more than 200 defects, are already reported in the High Court website, which are possible defects which could be probably marked in your new filing. Now, for instance, if defect number 179 has been marked, so you just take a printout of it or use soft copy of it, and see you search 179 and you get to know that DB copy is required. It means the case which you have filed is reported to be listed before a division bench of the High Court, and you have only filed since one copy of the filing, so you are required to produce an extra copy. So how this can save you time is, since you know already that defect number 179 is DB copy required, so you can send your clerk with an extra copy and get the defect clear immediately, instead of first getting to know what the defect is about and then asking your clerk to get an extra copy and then submitting it in the reporting section. So this can help you about getting information about all the possible defects which could be marked in a new filing. Now, apart from all this, in civil matters, when you make party to any authority, let's say Nagar Nigam or electricity department, you are supposed to give an advance notice to them. So if you Google advance notice followed by Allahabad High Court, this is a generic research skill which you must understand, that if you want to search something related to any particular website, you must enter the keyword followed by the High Court website name. So you will get a PDF here, and here is a list of all the advocates who are empaneled advocates. So you will get their contact information, their chamber number, their email ID. So this would help you in serving an advance copy of your petition to that concerned advocate so that your matter could be filed. Without providing an advance copy, a matter is generally not filed before the court. If no counsel is appearing for the opposite party, you are supposed to write that no counsel. Mostly this is for corporations or like Indian Oil Corporation, banks, and other entities which are state machineries mostly. One more way you can use High Court's website is for the research of orders or judgments. Like if you are briefed with a case involving a bail in a gangster matter. So eLegalix is the website which the Allahabad High Court website used for uploading daily orders. So you simply type, if you do not have any idea how this case is, should be approached, you type gangster bail followed by eLegalix. Suffix is eLegalix. When you enter here, you get the daily judgments and order. So you get a generic idea that what you are supposed to write in the bail application, what are the essential drafting, what are the essential paragraphs which you are required to inculcate, like you have to explain criminal history in the matter, whether you have to essentially write that the applicant is innocent and has been falsely implicated in the present case. So if you do a generic research before drafting any case, you get an idea about how these matters are heard, what kind of arguments appeal the judges, and what kind of argument doesn't appeal the judges. So this is it. Now, apart from all this, Allahabad High Court also contains some important rules, which are the rules of the court. So here you see publications. Now, every court, whether be it High Court or District Court or Supreme Court, has their own set of rules through which it is operated. So for district courts, it is General Rule Civil and General Rule Criminal. For Allahabad High Court, it is Rule of Court 1952. So you can also get an idea about filing, how a matter is to be heard, how a matter is to be passed over, how an order sheet is to be maintained, what is the basic drafting pro forma for any case, how it has to be started. It contains all minute details which are required for day-to-day hearing of a case in the matter. When a matter is required to be listed before division bench, what is a special appeal, what is later patent appeal, how an adjournment should be sought, how an illness slip should be sent. It contains every minute detail required for the for which you required for practicing in a particular court. Now, apart from all this, for district courts, you have the e-courts applications, which is available on Android as well as iOS. You can use those to access information about the district courts. For in Delhi, I have been informed that they upload daily orders and judgments as well. But in Uttar Pradesh, you only get information that whether case is pending or not, and what is the next date fixed in the matter. Apart from that, they do not upload the daily orders or judgment. Some districts sometimes may upload the final bail order or final judgment, but daily orders are not uploaded in Uttar Pradesh. But e-courts app is must for if you are practicing before the district courts and even for the high court matters, because ultimately matters travel up to high court from the district court only. So you get to know the stage of the proceeding, whether it is disposed, it is pending, and other required information. I'll once show you the e-courts website. Application is more effective, but see, this is the section where you can access district court. Application is more user friendly, but if you're using on laptop, then you will get this. So every case registered in the district court has a CNR number of 16 digit. If you enter it, you will directly get the information. Otherwise, you have other ways of searching as well, like similarly case number, filing number, party name, advocate name. So you must, if you have any of these information, you can track your cases. Now, you also here have information regarding the sitting judges of the Allahabad High Court, as well as the Chief Justice, both in Allahabad and Lucknow. And this is the new initiative of Allahabad High Court, where they are translating judgments and orders in Hindi, daily judgments and order in Hindi. This is it. I think we should take as many questions as possible, and then I'll try to answer it through by using the website, that how you can use it to your advantage. So Navjot, you can ask questions, and then I'll refer to the website to answer it.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable insights. Now I'm on stage in the question and answer round where you are free to ask questions to Saransh sir. So, sir, here we have the first question. How can we enhance our research skills related to landmark cases?
Now, as I told you that in general, for Allahabad High Court, as I told you, that you must see, first and foremost, you must know how to use keywords while researching. You are not supposed to type sentence. Every research problem you face, every legal preposition you are faced with, have some keywords. Like if you are facing issue of maintainability, you are not supposed to use too much preposition, is, and, the, for. So remove all that. Writ petition maintainable, alternate remedy available. So these are the free search you are about to make. First you type the free keywords on free and use free search method, and then from Google's you will get some judgments or orders. You should use that judgments or orders, and in every judgment and order there are quoted judgments and order, the past decisions of the Supreme Courts or and various High Court, and then you expand your research in that direction. And then when you find something, then you move to websites like SCC and Manupatra, and this is how you should approach the research.
Thank you, sir, for your response. Second question is, do you think future court proceedings will rely more on online platforms and virtual tools?
See, these system can be used as aid. It is more of a complementary in nature, but it can never substitute. I tell you why, because ultimately it's technology. Even sometimes when lawyers appear through video conferencing, they face technical difficulties. Sometimes there are network issues, sometimes their voice is lagging. So they have to ensure that there is a physical counsel present over there as well. So it can definitely help as an aid, but it can never replace the physical filing system or physical appearance system. For instance, even when you electronically filed a matter, when a matter comes for hearing before a court, judges often ask you to provide you a physical copy. Now, at that moment, you cannot ask the court that I have filed the matter electronically, so you must access it on your computer. You are prepared with the hard copy of the case as well, and you forward it to the bench. So it can always be used as an aid and a complementary system, but it can never replace the physical system, in my opinion.
Thank you, sir. Next question is, what are the most useful features on a court's website that every law student or young lawyer should know about?
As I said earlier, people are not using court website for research purpose. For research, they are referring to SCC and Manupatra. But in my humble opinion, the best way to research is start from your own website, because ultimately, in which court you are filing the case, you have to present in that court itself. You have to present the case before the concerned judge. So you better use the court website. You select the judge, use the keyword that you are about to that the case you are about to file, like bail, quashing, writ petition, quashing of FIR. Use those keywords along with the name of the judges and see what kind of arguments appeal that judges, what kind of arguments he rejects. Because when you prepare a case, you write 40, 45 paragraphs, but all those paragraphs are not essential. There are some key paragraphs on the basis of which the case is decided. So you see that what are the core arguments, what are the core pleadings that you are required to inculcate in your drafts, what are the core submissions which you are required to make before the court so that you could get the requisite relief.
Thank you, sir. Next question is, are there any sections of the court's website that are often overlooked but they are very useful for legal research?
Yes, as I already shown you, people only search for judgments and order through case numbers, but there are various others option available. You can use it by judge's name and text. You can use search it by counsel name. You can use it even by using free search. This is the text. Uh, like if we use uh, main rate maintainable alternate remedy. You select the date. It's showing security code incorrect, but you will get orders or judgment here in which alternate remedy is a bar to writ petition or not. Judgments related to that. So you can see that where there is an absolute bar and where the court can use its discretion to entertain writ petition even when there is alternate remedy available. So this is one feature which people are not using correctly. Uh, this can be of great use for young lawyers.
Okay, thank you, sir. Next question is, what is your advice for using digital tools to organize or track multiple case files efficiently?
See, there are many apps available, but even in the e-courts application, since in the laptop application won't get over, but you get an option to add your cases, your pending cases, and you get daily updates about it. Apart from that, there are also many paid apps available like My Munshi and other apps to synchronize your cases. Otherwise, you can simply use your Google Calendar and mark your next date if you want an free access to information about that.
Okay, thank you, sir. What is your single most effective time-saving tip for using court websites, particularly when dealing with multi-jurisdictional filings or research?
See, as a lawyer, you cannot know everything available under the sun, but you should always have a generic idea about when you are given a problem, you should know where you have to approach it. So, in your free time, what you should do is you must know each and every section available on the Supreme Court website. Then, in the concerned High Court in which you are practicing, and of course, the e-court app which is available for district courts. So, you must know that from where I can. Start my research, from where I can dig out the particular information if given to you. So if you are in your free time, you must know each and section. You must visit Supreme Court website, the High Court in which you are practicing, and use the e-court application so that you know. For example, in now the FIR can be downloaded from the application UP Corp. So if you use that application, login, and you know in which from which section you can download it, so you will not have to start from scratch. So in your free time, just use the jurisdictional courts website and check each and every section, that which section contains which information. So when you require any information, you know from where to pick it.
Thank you so much, sir, for your responses. In closing, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to Saransh sir for accepting our invitation and delivering such an informative session. We trust that the audience found it both interesting and knowledgeable. Thank you once again, sir, and we eagerly anticipate the opportunity to host you again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.